Hi all, this video lecture we are going to discuss about the UML class diagram. So I hope you all know what is a class. Class is nothing but the collection of data and methods. So class diagram is a visual representation of the class, their field, methods, and the connection between the classes. Also, whether a class inherits another class, all that will be visually represented in a class diagram. So what is not represented in a class diagram? So the details of how the class interact with each other, the implementation details, that is not represented in a class diagram. Algorithmic details, how a particular behavior is implemented, that is not shown in a class diagram. It will just tell you what is a class, what is the name of the class, what are all the data available in the class, and what are all the functions that particular class will perform. But it will not tell you how it performs. Okay. So as I told you, this is the representation of a class. So you will be having three sections. The first section is class name. You all know the class name should start with a capital letter and it should be in the middle. Okay. And the general notation is you have to use italics for an abstract class. And the next section is attributes. Both this attributes and methods are optional. You can have, but class name is compulsory. Okay. So here attributes we have taken for a rectangle, you need a height, you need a width, and let us assume that you are going to calculate the area of the rectangle. So for storing the area, you need a variable. So these are the three variables we have considered. Okay. So here you can have, it can be private or it can be public. So this access specifier is denoted here. Okay. Minus means public. This is protected and this plus is private. So you can have access specifiers for both attributes and the methods. And the third section is methods. Again, this is also optional. So here we are going to calculate the area of the rectangle. So using the function called, using the constructor called rectangle, and you are also calculating the distance. Okay. So this is an example. So as I told you, the attributes can have visibility, like plus means public, hash means protected, minus means private. This is package and this is derived. So these are visibility of the access specifiers. And when you underline, then it is a static variable. Okay. And next is methods. Again, methods also you have visibility like public, protected, private, and package. And for static methods, you have to underline. And you can also have written type. It is optional. And relationship between the classes, you can have association relationship or a generalization relationship. Generalization means inheritance. So one class inherits another class, or interface. One class implements the interface of another interface. Okay. And apart from this, you can also have a usage relationship like associations. Like you can have a dependency association, you can have aggregation, you can have composition. These are some of the relationship between the classes which can be represented in a class diagram. So this is how it will be represented. Say for example, you have an interface, you have a class called rectangular shape. This has a inheritance relationship. Okay. Similarly, this has a generalization relationship association with it. Okay. So these are the different types of links you can have in between the use classes. So this is an inheritance relationship. So you can have a solid line with black arrow, solid line, white arrow, dashed line, white arrow. So for interface, if for generalization, you will be using a dashed line. If a class is going to inherit an interface, then you have to use a dashed line. So if an abstract class, then solid line with white arrow. If it is a normal, you are going to associate with another class, then solid line with black arrows. Okay. Apart from this, you can also have multiplicity, like one class can have multiple dependency, like one to many, many to many, one to one, like this. So you can also have associational relationship, that is multiplicity. You can have one to one or one to many or many to many. Okay, this is a simple class diagram. You have a student, class, with these are all the attributes: student name, address, and one function. So a student body and the student class has 1 to 100 association. Okay, it can have a maximum of 100 objects, 100 students. Okay, thank you.